What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I want to talk about Travis Etienne, running back out of Clemson. Should the Atlanta Falcons draft Travis Etienne? But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you'll know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content or Cleveland Cavaliers content. I appreciate each and every one of you guys continuing to share out my content. If you would like to follow your boy on Twitter, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. We all on the road to 1,000 subscribers, but I really appreciate each and every one of you guys continuing to support your boy. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So in today's video, should the Atlanta Falcons draft Travis Etienne, former running back of the Clemson Tigers? Personally, I think that the Falcons should look at drafting Travis Etienne if he's still on the board. Maybe not in the first round unless we trade down into like the teens or the 20s. I wouldn't draft him at number 4. That's way too high to take a running back. But I do think that Travis Etienne is the best running back in this upcoming draft class. I've watched tape on pretty much all of these guys, the top names, the kid out of North Carolina, Williams. I think his name is Javonte Williams. I watched tape on Travis Etienne. I watched tape on Najee Harris. I also watched tape on Trey Sermon out of Ohio State. So I've seen the tape on all of these guys. But personally, I feel like Travis Etienne is the best running back in this draft. I think he's the name that's kind of forgotten because Clemson was not in the title game. They did make the college football playoffs, but they didn't make it to the championship game. And I think he's kind of going a little bit under the radar, at least for Falcons fans. A lot of Falcons fans I've been seeing, they've been leaving comments and been asking me about Alabama's running back, Najee Harris. I think a lot of people are drawn to Najee Harris because he was in the championship game. He played at Alabama. He is a bigger running back, kind of like a Derrick Henry. And because we have Arthur Smith that came over from the Tennessee Titans, I think the popular name right now for the Falcons is Najee Harris. Personally, I like Najee Harris' game. I wouldn't mind having Najee Harris as our running back. But if it was out of taking Najee Harris or taking Travis Etienne, I would go with Travis Etienne because to me, he's the most explosive running back in the game. He's a player where if you get the ball in his hands, he can score from anywhere on the field. If you give him a crease, he's so explosive that he can take the ball to the house at any point in time. So I really think that the best running back in this draft class, from what I've seen, is Travis Etienne. He would be with the running back I would go with if I was the Atlanta Falcons because he can do it all. He not only can run the ball, but he's also excellent at catching the ball out of the backfield, like on those screen passes and things of that nature. He's great at creating space. When I watch Najee Harris's game, I don't think he has the elusiveness and he doesn't have the speed, the straight line speed or the explosiveness that a Travis Etienne has. Travis Etienne, his game reminds me a lot of Marshall Faulk. If you remember back in the day, back in the 90s and early 2000s, Marshall Faulk played with the Indianapolis Colts and he also played with the St. Louis Rams. But he was like one of the best running backs in the game in the early 2000s. And I think that Travis Etienne could possibly be the next Marshall Faulk. Just looking at his tape, the explosiveness, like I said, his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, his ability to block. I mean, he can pretty much do it all. But I think he's the guy, one of the running backs that's kind of going under the radar a little bit because he had a pretty good season last year, but I feel like he had a better year his junior and sophomore year. This year, in his senior year, he played okay. But if you remember, the quarterback for Clemson, Trevor Lawrence, went down with an injury early in the season or midway through the season this year. And it kind of affected Travis Etienne's production. But he still had another great season. I think he's been one of the most productive running backs in college. If you go look at Travis Etienne's numbers, he's not the biggest guy, but he kind of puts me in the mind of, like I said, like a Marshall Faulk type. So you guys tell me what you think about Travis Etienne. Should the Atlanta Falcons draft him? Personally, I would definitely suggest the Falcons really take a serious look at this guy. This will take us back to the days of Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman, who I used to call Thunder and Lightning. And if you compare Travis Etienne with Brian Hill and Ito Smith, you'll have a nice little trio there. A couple days ago, I did a video about Todd Gurley. Even if you have Todd Gurley being, like the third down back or the short yardage back, you can have Travis Etienne being the featured back, and you can have like a Brian Hill and an Ito Smith, filling in here and there as out of the backfield. Ito Smith is more catching that ball out of the backfield. To me, he's not, the biggest guy, the strongest guy. So I wouldn't be using Ito Smith between the tackles. I would mainly use him like a scat back out of the backfield. But I do think that Travis Etienne could be the featured back for our Atlanta Falcons. So let me know what you think about Travis Etienne. Do you think he'll be a good fit with the Atlanta Falcons? I definitely think that he could definitely be very productive. Last year in the draft, I wanted the Falcons to select Cam Akers from Florida State, who was drafted by the LA Rams. And you've seen how great of a running back and Cam Akers is. And I think Travis Etienne has that same explosiveness as a Cam Akers, who I wanted the Falcons to draft last year. He was on my mock draft out of Florida State, and I really wanted the Falcons to take him last year in the draft. They decided to pass and go with the guys that we had, which was pretty good because Dirk Cutter didn't run the ball anyway. But I do think that Travis Etienne is the best running back in this draft class. I think he is being overlooked a little bit, but I do think that the Falcons should select him if we do decide to draft a running back. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments. What do you think about Travis Etienne? Do you think the Falcons could possibly draft him, or should the Falcons draft him? I definitely think the Falcons should really consider it. If you want me to drop another video about another player that you may have checked out, definitely drop that in the comments below. Like I said, if you haven't hit that subscribe button already, definitely hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be coming to you guys with a lot more Atlanta Falcons content, Cleveland Cavaliers content, draft talk. I'm also going to do a video tomorrow about the Super Bowl, my Super Bowl predictions. So stay tuned for that. But with that being said, you guys enjoy your weekend. I'll holler at you guys in the next video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. Peace.